Welcome to Ballin' Burgers! Woo-woo! So to answer Mikey's question from Monday, I'm going to say the two games that I'm looking forward to the most would have to be Nathan Drake's Collection, which is all the Uncharted games. Previously, the first one was on PlayStation 2. The second one was on PlayStation 3. That's Uncharted, and then there was a third one, which is Thief's End. No, I don't remember it. I really didn't play the third one. I really like the second one, and I have not played the first one. I really like the second one. By the time that the third one came out, I had purchased a Xbox 360, and my brothers had my PlayStation 3. So I did not get to play the third one, but I heard that one's good too. So I'm excited for that, so then I can start playing those again. Whoop. And then the other game that I'm really excited for is Star Wars Battlefront. I remember playing Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Star Wars Battlefront 2 on my PlayStation 2, and both those games were phenomenal. Those games were just great. So I'm looking forward to those, and hopefully they'll be good. Let's just cross our fingers and hope that EA is not going to mess up Battlefront. DICE is working on it, which is really interesting. They made Mirror's Edge, which is another game I'm looking out for, but I'm not sure when that is going to be set to release. I don't know if that's going to be this holiday season or next year. I know it was at E3, so I'm excited about that. And that is a DICE-made game. It's a parkour game, essentially. So you're running around as a person, and you run through the buildings, through the city. The city is your playground, and you run and do all these things in the button presses, and you can run on the side of the walls and do parkour moves. It's pretty sweet. So they're making Mirror's Edge 2, which is the prequel to the first one. So I'm excited for those games. If y'all had not figured it out, there is a new Snapchat update. Woo! So the new Snapchat update is something that is really interesting, and now you can change. There's animations, I guess you can say. If you click on the screen and hold your finger on your face, then it does like a facial recognition, and then it does an animation of your face. So there's a couple of them. There's ones with your hearts in your eyes. You can tears. There's a scary one. There's an old feature, so it makes you look older, which is I really like that one. I think that one's really funny. And then the one that's the most popular is the rainbow coming out of your mouth. So you open your mouth like this, and then a rainbow starts coming out. And I think that's really cool, and it's a really nice feature of Snapchat. And I've been playing around with it, and I absolutely love it. I think they're hilarious, and I love sending them to people. It's just a fun little thing. And with that, I just want to think of your opinions and everything of what social media is going to start becoming. So we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, and we have LinkedIn, if you want to call that one a social media site. That one is more professional, but it's still an essentially a social media site. So I just want to know what the next step is. Facebook is, I read somewhere that Facebook is introducing the dislike button. Finally, after so many years of people wanting it, they're finally releasing a dislike button. And they said it's not necessarily to tell people that their post sucks or anything like that, but their intentions is for it to, when someone has bad news, it's supposed to be a dislike, saying, hey, I don't like that news. That's not good news. So that's what the dislike button is supposed to be used for. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think people are going to say, this post sucks, and they're going to put a dislike button. I don't like this. I don't like this post on my feed or whatever. And Facebook said that they don't want Facebook to become a site that you up or downvote posts, which is kind of like Yik Yak. I don't know if you've heard about this. This is a new phenomenon. It's been around for about a year, 2 years, something like that. And what that is you post things anonymously, and no one can see who posted it, and you can upvote it or downvote it. And if you downvote it a certain amount of times, the post gets deleted. if it gets upvoted a certain amount of times, it gets put onto the hot list. And then you can see within your area what are the hottest for that time. And usually they have like a lot of votes, like 57 or something like that, and that's a lot. So that is a social media site, but that's mainly for colleges. Yik Yak is, their whole marketing campaign is towards colleges. You can peek at colleges. It's really big, and recently, over the past couple of months, they released where you can post videos or photos to there, and they have a really good way of being able to weed out bad, obscene pictures. So that's really good. I really enjoy that. I think that Yik Yak is a fun thing to see, and it's funny. People post funny things. So if you're a funny type of person and you post on there, and it's really nice to see, like, I mean, there's no essential things to it. There's no point to it. But isn't that all social media? I understand social media, more people would argue social media is there to keep people in touch. Yes, it can be used for that, and it can be used to get people closer together and everything like that. But on the same note, I think it also is taking us apart. For instance, when you go to a restaurant or something like that, and you're with a group of friends, and they're all sitting there on their phones, glued to it, and they don't pay attention to the people around them. And I hate that. I cannot stand that. So I don't understand what technology has a hold on human beings. One theory as to why technology and social media and phones and everything like that is so big and why everyone is hooked on it is because it's instant gratification. And we as humans have progressed through, and our generation has grown up with that instant gratification. We want to know something, boom, we can see it right away. We can get it right away. We have a question that we can't answer. Oh, let me Google it real quick. Let me whip out my handy-dandy smartphone, and you got the answer. And I think that's what today's generation has come to, is that they just are so used to the instant gratification, and then when anything is slow, they can't handle it. They can't function. Me, and Mikey, you and I, we grew up in a different sort of era. We were born in the 90s, early 90s, so it's a little bit different for us. We're, slow. I mean, granted, yes, I want things to be a little bit faster. I want them to work when I want them to work, but at the same time, I'm in no rush. It's going to take a while to load. I remember logging on to AOL, and we'd have to sit there and we hear the dial tone making crazy ass noises. So I'm okay with that. I'm used to it. But with technology, it's spoiling me, essentially. Things are getting faster and faster and faster, and it's spoiling me. And it's just like, yeah, why wouldn't I want to get something that's awesome and fast and sleek and shiny and all that? So my question is, what do you think about technology, Mikey? Do you think it's a good thing as far as like social media? Is it good for people to stick together and everything like that? Or do you think it's bringing down the human in us? Do you think it's dehumanizing us as individuals, as in groups and everything like that? So y'all need to let me know, and everybody else, please like the video and leave some comments down below. That would be fantastic. So have a great Wine Wednesday, and enjoy the evening, and have a great weekend, because I won't see you till Monday. Choo-choo.